Okay, so I'm doing experimenting on this fender here for my buddy's motorcycle. Anyway, we're filling these holes, and of course these were smaller. I went ahead and drilled them out to 1/2 inch, and I watched a video from Make It Custom on YouTube, and he made a thing that would punch out perfect little 1/2 inch discs, and it makes it easier to, you know, just fill them. That way you're not trying to sand a little bitty disc to fill these things in. And I saw him do it, and I thought, there's no way this is gonna work. So, but I thought I'd try it. So what I did was, I did my best to make one like he did. So I just took some bar stock and of course drilled the 1/2 inch hole in it all the way through. And this is like a 2x2 solid bar. And then I took the bar and stuck it in my saw here. And then you can see I just ran the blade down into it. I had to tilt it a little bit just so it would get in there a little bit better. And then I just, I took and I just got this thing. So I just took and smoothed the holes out a little bit, sanded the ends so it was kind of smooth. And then I took just like he says, I had a set of these center punches that weren't worth a crap because I got them from China, and honestly the center punch spot on it wasn't even in the middle. So anyway, I took this, and on your disc sander you can get a nice square edge on there. You just put it on there, and I just let it go one direction like you can see there, and that gives you a little sharp edge on there. And being a 1/2 inch, you can stick it into a drill like that, and then I just polished it up a little bit with some Scotch-Brite just to make it slick. If you really want to make it slick, you can use, you know, one of these wheels here made by 3M. These are really good. But anyway, so I took that and I took my metal, I cut me a little strip, and then I stick it in here. And I've done it with a hammer, but I thought, well, it might be, maybe it'll work on the press too. So first of all, one thing I did do in this last, but when I did it in the press, I went ahead and put a little bit of WD-40 on there. Because when you punch this thing through there, you got to run it all the way through, and you want this thing to, you don't want this to bind up. So I took it and stick it in here. I'm gonna do several of them across here, because I've got about 6 holes to fill. And just stick that in there, kind of line it up, and then see if I can, if this thing will go down far enough. So normally I put a little block in there, but I'm trying to hold this phone. So it kind of startles you when it punches through there. So I'm just now getting pressure on there, and then it'll pop. So it'll scare you a little bit. This is pretty light pressure actually. So there it went. So now I'm just gonna finish what I did do last time. I'm gonna take this up. Let's see if I can. I was gonna try and pull that out. I can't get it with one hand. Just try to run it through. Let's see what happens. There's the plug stuck in there right now, so we're just gonna run it through. There's really no resistance on this at this point. And there it comes through the bottom. Right. There's your plug. Put that on That's it. There's the other one I just did. And I just use like scrap pieces, you know, like this corner here, I stuck it in there and did it. And then, so you'll want to, I can't do it with one hand, but you'll just either run this all the way through, or what I did last time was as soon as it punched through, I just pulled this out, removed this, and then stuck it back in there to punch the plug the rest of the way out. But yeah, make it custom. This was his thing I got from his YouTube channel. And yeah, so I'll just have to clean the edge up a little bit, putting a bead blaster to get the scale off of it, but fits right in there. That's gonna be super easy to weld as opposed to trying to do each one differently. So yeah, thanks to Make It Custom.